Okay guys, today we are going to talk about the Unified access points, and the first one we're going to talk about and cover is the UAP AC light. Okay, so you guys know what's the AC light, right? It's basically a 11AC1200. Okay, so basically it's a 2x2 radio. Okay, it has a very small form factor. Okay, and let me teach you a very quick trick. Okay, so in case if customer should ask you, so how fast is the speed for 2.4 gigahertz, all you have to do is just look at the screen here and it says 2.4 gigahertz. It's basically showing up as 300 Mbps, so it's megabits per second, and followed by 5 gigahertz. Okay, so 5 gigahertz basically gives you 867. So if you do plus 300 and 867, basically you will get 1187. So you round it up and you will get 1200. So this is how basically they derive 11AC 1200. Okay, so now for this particular unit, okay, don't worry about the PoE. Okay, the PoE is 802.03 AF compliant, so it uses up to 15 watts for the PoE, and as usual, all unified access points are gigabit. Alright, some will have up to 2 gigabit ports, alright, but at any one time you can only use one, should there be two. Okay, if there's 2 gigabit ports, basically the second one will be used as a secondary LAN port for you to connect an additional AP or devices after the access point, the AP. Okay, now after the light, so what's the next upgrade if customer were to say that I want something after that's better than 11AC1200? You can suggest an upsell to the 11AC LR. Okay, so with the LR, basically what you get is the long range, but not only does it give you a slightly longer range than the 11AC Lite, okay, 11AC LR basically is a 11AC 1300. Okay, so how do you derive 1300? Similar to the 11AC Lite, okay, you will see the 2.4 gigahertz. Basically, it shows here that it is 450 Mbps. Okay, so basically you will get up to 450 megabits per second. Okay, for the 5 gigahertz, it has the same same speed as the AC Lite, which is up to 867. So if you add 450 and 867, you will get 1300. Okay, so for AC Lite and ACLR, they are both also 802.03 AF compliant, so they use up to 15 watts of PoE power. Okay, so this only has a single LAN port, and it's also on the 11AC Wave 1 standard. Okay, so what's Wave 1? That is single user MIMO. Okay, I will cover the differences of single user and multi-user MIMO later on in additional class. Okay, but first let's cover first on the products. Okay, so I've covered with you 11 UAP AC Lite, ACLR. The next device would be the AC Pro. So the AC Pro basically is the Unified AC Pro, and basically it's at a 11AC 1750. Similarly, you will see it here. Okay, it has 1300 and 450. So the 450 will be on the 2.4 and the 1300 will be on the 5 gigahertz. Okay, and basically this is a 3x3 radio. Okay, similarly, it's also using a 802.03 AF compliant PoE. Okay, so should the customer require to purchase additional PoE injectors, the suggested PoE injectors for these three models would be the PoE-48-24W-G. Okay, make sure all of them has G because it's all gigabit. Okay, I will not talk about the AC EDU because it has gone into EOL, so they will no longer be available for ordering. So what's after the AC Pro? Alright, so the model that you can recommend after the AC Pro, I would say would be the Unified Nano HD. Okay, Unified Nano HD will be the very first 11AC Wave 2 AP from Ubiquiti under the Unified series. Okay, so you can see here the 2.4 is basically at 300 Mbps and the 5 gigahertz is at 1733. Now if you add them up together, alright, we will classify the Nano HD as 11AC Wave 2 2100, 2100, so it's 2100. Okay, so that's the speed, alright, after which similarly it also has 1 gigabit port and it uses also 802.03 AF standard for PoE. Okay, so they use the same PoE as per the AC Pro, AC LR, and AC Lite. Okay, so remember that if customer asks, that should be the one. Okay, after Nano HD, the next one which you can recommend, okay, which are in the same family and which is recently launched, will be the Unifi Flex HD. Okay, the Unifi Flex HD, okay, it's very nicely designed. Okay, you can also put it either indoor, outdoor, but if you put it outdoor, please put it under a shelter on the outdoor premises. Okay, you can put it on a tabletop. The speed wise is the same as the Nano HD. Okay, the gigabit ports the same, the PoE power is the same. Now, in terms of density, okay, Flex HD and the Nano HD are the same. Okay, they can handle upwards of 80 devices per radio per band. Okay, when I say per radio, means at 2.4 you should be able to handle up to 80 devices. 5 gigahertz you can also handle up to 80 devices, but of course similarly you must look back at what router the customer is using. Okay, make sure the customer is also using a similar grade of router to handle the clients. Okay, you may have a very good AP, but if your router is of a home series, please do note to divide everything by 2. Okay, to divide by 2 so that you will not over capacity the router. Okay, so after the Flex HD, the next model up would be the AP HD. Okay, so the AP HD, alright, this was also one of the first 11AC Wave 2 APs. Alright, so for the 2.4 gigahertz it can go upwards of 800 Mbps, and for 5 gigahertz it can go upwards of 1733. Alright, so that will give you 11AC 2600. Okay, and this baby will require you to also use a PoE injector, okay, or else use a PoE switch. Now, the power used, okay, of course it can run on 802.03 AF, but the recommended will be to use 802.03 AT, so it uses 30 watts of power, okay, to power it up. Alright, so remember, UAP HD and UAP SHD requires 30 watts of power. Okay, so it's 802.03 AT. Okay, so the recommended would be to use PoE 50-60 W-G. Okay, so that's the highest PoE injector. Alright, so remember that's the one to use. Okay, so should you require something with a dedicated security radio, recommend the customers to use UAP AC SHD. Okay, so this is the one. Basically, this is the unit that comes with WIPS, Wireless Intrusion Prevention System. Okay, so this is included in the AP itself. It's basically to help prevent any form of intrusion into the access point through wireless. Okay, so there's a third radio being used. Now, if the customer is looking for APs that have 10 gigabit, 10 Gbps connection, you can recommend either the UAP XG, okay, so this can go upwards of 4.2 gigabits per second, okay, in terms of the Wi-Fi, and of course, last but not least, the Wi-Fi base station XG. Wi-Fi base station XG only uses 5 gigahertz, okay, but it has 3 5 gigahertz radio in the AP itself. Alright, so let's conclude my lesson for today. Okay, you have your AC Lite, okay, UAP AC Lite, okay, 1200. UAP AC LR, okay, that is 1300, and then followed by AC Pro, which is 1750. Okay, that's the speed. And after AC Pro, you can look at is the Nano HD followed by the Flex HD. Okay, last but not least, okay, you have your traditional high density APs. Okay, so what's the difference between Flex HD and the normal HD? Okay, it's basically in terms of the CPU power and memory. Okay, the UAP AC HD definitely can handle a lot more clients than the Flex HD and the Nano HD. Okay, so if customer were to ask UAP AC HD, how many devices are we looking at? Okay, easily it can handle up to 100 devices per client, per device, okay, per radio, right? Pardon me. And don't forget to look back at the routers being used. Okay, so that's my 10 minutes of today, and thank you very much.